is AirAsia.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Azmatun Irana Shikin binti Zainal Abidin. I am from course Information Management IM1102 from class 2B.
Hi, I'm Shannon Eva Severinus.
And Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aisyah binti Ramli.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Nur Shuhada.
Hi, my name is Michelina Anna Brown. I'm from Information Management, Class 2B. Before I start my presentation, I would like to thank our lecturer, Miss Dini, for guiding us about this assignment and correcting our mistake. So my first presentation is about introduction of AirAsia. AirAsia was established in 1923 and ongoing the operation on 18 November 1996. AirAsia recognized as an Asia major lawfare, no free airline, and it operates arrange domestic and international flights. Other than that, AirAsia also pioneered low-cost traveling in Asia. It is also the primary airline in the country to implement fully non-ticket travel. It has implemented allocated seating across all 8 flights as of 5th January 2009. By May 2008, the airline had flown 55 million cumulative passengers, and in 2010, it has the world lowest cost for an airline at 3.21 per set kilometer. Besides that, Asia leading airline was established with the dream of making possible for everyone. In 2001, AirAsia has repeatedly broken travel norms around the world and has risen to turn out to be the world best. With a direction network that spans through to over 20 countries, AirAsia remains to pave the way for low-cost flight through its advanced solution, efficient processes, and a passionate approach to business. Not just that, AirAsia has associate companies like AirAsia X, Thai AirAsia, Indonesia AirAsia, Philippines AirAsia, including AirAsia Japan. It's set to take low-cost flying to an all-new high with it belief now everyone can fly. So next, introduction of registry, centralized or decentralized. AirAsia is a big organization and well known by people all around the globe. It is because Asia has been used to travel all around the world, and they have collaborated with many countries such as China, Vietnam, India, Japan, and Indonesia, and also Thailand. So we do expect there will million of records in this big organization. It has the competitive power over its competitors because it offers the low-cost traveling facility all over the world. We decide that the registry must be decentralized because it is a big company and a lot of records are produced day by day, especially records of customer that use their plane service to go another place to another place. Not just record about customer, but also staff record, company record, flight record, payment record, maintenance record, and many more. They recommend the registry must be done as soon as possible, which is in August 2020. This is because the two facilities, the record management in negotiation. This registry also need high budget to build the record equipment, record room because the room contain record system area, staff area, allocated area, record equipment and supplies, mail room, and many more. This is because to ensure the record are easily to manage, faster retrieval, easy access to information, and easy to make decision making.
So I'm going to present about 4.0 organizational chart of AirAsia registry and 5.0 which is job descriptions. So let's get started with the organizational chart of AirAsia. The first row is Alistair Casey Lang as record manager. second row is Michelina Anak Brown as Record Manager Assistant. The third row is Azmatun Ilyana Ashikin binti Zainal Abidin as File Clerk and Shuhada binti Muhammad Suhaili as File Clerk. Next to Michelina is Nur Aisyah binti Ramli as File Room Supervisor, and the last is Shannon Eva Severinus as Mail Recording Clerk. So let's move on with the job descriptions. Record Manager is responsible to manage and overseeing the daily operation of an organization's record, which is including from their preservation through to disposal. They manage all sorts of records such as from the creation, storage and maintenance to permanent preservation. They also reduce process of delay, access and utilize information quickly and expanded work. Besides, they also ensure that financial, legal and or administrative requirements and regulations are complied with, other than ensuring the data is protected. They also do the classifying and indexing records. Their job is mostly in managing the record as long as they have a good communications to that can also influence other with their own skills between the AirAsia organizational. Second is Assistant of Record Manager. Assistant of Record Manager is provide assistance to the record management and staff, including the administrating and managing and maintaining record. Then they compile, cater and organize report, documents and record of organizational. They will also process, scan and indexing record. So to keep the record safe and secure, they will locate it under a lock and key place in order to make all of the record available for viewing and processing for the concerned personnel. They will ask for the permission from the utilized personnel. Besides, they will keep on maintaining and updating records, reports, and documents in a database. Next is File Room Supervisor. They supervise the project management file room to ensure the correspondence was scanned and indexed accurately in the electronic record system and file it appropriately. Besides, they also ensure open record requests were retrieved and submitted to the departmental legal liaison within time constraints. They will also do the cleaning personnel to ensure it is clean, arrangeable, and attractive by assigning duties, inspect work, and investigate complaints regarding the record keeping of AirAsia. Next is File Clerk. They will keep the file or document which was organized by the company. Besides, they will work for both paper document and electronic file and do a routine tasks like data entry, organization, cross-reference, scanning, copying, and retrieval. It is to ensure that maintenance of the document database and help other employees find document and file they were looking for, to make sure that documents they are given are stored and labeled correctly for later use. Last is Mail Recording Clerk. Mail Recording Clerk is a process and distribute mail throughout a company, which includes sorting mail by department and category, forwarding misdirected mail, and keeping an inventory of mail supplies. Besides, they are also responsible to manage an outgoing message and package, ensuring a proper labeling and packaging for an outgoing post and keep the detail of the record of all incoming package, including weight and dimension, among other duties. They will need to directly deliver mail to other departments and individually for require an excellent interpersonal skills. So that's all, and thank you.
Identify type of record in the organization. In the AirAsia organization, type of record in the organization is current record, such as correspondent record. Correspondent record might be created inside the office or may be received outside the office of AirAsia. The correspondent record are letters, circular, memos, and notice. Other than that, they also have accounting record, which is the record are relating to financial record. It is important record because it is include cash receipt, deposit slip, sales record, profit or loss statement, voucher, and balance sheet. Next, AirAsia also have legal record. The record that meet the requirement of the organization are called legal record. They maintain the legal procedure and help it in fulfilling the legal requirement and formalities. Their document involve message of association, article of association, government, rules and regulation. It can be present at the court. Besides that, they also have personal record in the organization. This record is including personal history card, salaries, and bonus to employee, their promotion and work history, history of achievements, names, address, morality. Next is a process record. Process record give the information of organization or department. The record includes the record of sales, purchase, cost, budget, liquidity, and so on. Last but obviously not least is miscellaneous record. This record is related to expansion, diversification, and other activities of business.
Next, I'm going to explain about the uses of records. For the first is the uses of records as evidence. So, as evidence, records are the sources of information created or received during the conduct of business and contain information and evidence of organizational activities. For an example, records about the business activities of AirAsia that is outside and inside the organization. Next is the evidence also can be used to develop several performance monitoring and evaluation tools which have contributed to a major increase in the availability of evidence for policy and decision making. So, from the latter evidence can be used to improve AirAsia's performance in managing the records and also the tool in the organization. Besides that, the use of evidence from multiple sources also can make AirAsia decided to improve their service in managing the registry. Secondly is uses of records for consultation. So records be used to improve the AirAsia registry to be efficient and able to increase accessibility to all records. Customers able come to AirAsia registry to consult with the registry staff about the record that they want to access in the registry. Next, AirAsia able to structure the management of specific records to retain the legal, regulatory, and audit purposes. Then, through this consultation, AirAsia can support the accurate capture and management of electronic records into the file system. Thirdly, is the uses of records for decision making. So in this decision making, decision maker of AirAsia registry is able to obtain access to and use records and archives. Other than that, they also have to examine archival practice in depth in order to make the decision maker aware of the processes by which records become archives and to show the relevance of these archives to decision making. It is not just to show the relevance of the archives, but also to provide a relevant service to the records creators and users. Lastly, the uses of records for reference. As for the reference, AirAsia able to use the records because it is providing resources for promoting and evaluating access. Next, it also can guide the users and their needs are received and influences by the design of records management and archive system and services to users. Besides, the records also can be the resources and references for researchers need to pluralistic and reliable sources. Next, I will talk about the identifying the uses of records. So, there are several people who are the users of the record, such as the AirAsia's owner, employers, governmental agencies, and customer. First thing first, the AirAsia owner have to refer records that especially about the company income, whether it become decrease or increase. So the owner can use it as reference to improve his company service and products. Next, the employers frequently use and keep the record in the registry so that the record are safe. They also send and receive records that is from within or outside the organization. They are responsible to manage the many kind of records in the registry such as personal history card, salaries and bonus to employers, their promotion and work history, history of absenteeism, name and address morality. Besides that, governmental agencies also can be the users of the records because government agencies track and use taxes, are interested in the financial story of a business. They want to know whether the business is paying taxes according to current tax laws. Next is the customer can access certain record in the registry. Customers can come to AirAsia registry to consult with the registry staff about records that they want to access in the registry. They also can refer the record to find out if the company offer useful product at fair price or not, and also find out if the company survive long enough to honor its product warranties.
So next is about how the registry maintain the record. First is equipment for storage. First equipment that they need in the registry is compartment steel locker, which is as a space to put records and file so that it's more organized and safe. Next is compartment bookshelf, file cabinet or storage cabinet, which is a storage space to put books, files, and documents. Next is mailroom organizer. It is a place to organize and manage papers, documents, and also files. Next is mail trolley. Mailroom trolley are the perfect solution for efficient mail delivery across the office. Next is mailroom mobile bench. It's a space to organize things. Other than that is mail sorting units to give the flexibility to create a sorting system that works in the space. After that is fraction cupboard with forced shelf as a storage space to put records and also file. Next is computer desk to put computers and laptops. Other than that is office filing cabinet for storage space to put books, file, and also documents. Next is about security and safety. Equipment that they need for security and safety is heat detector via alarm system. These alarms may be activated automatically from smoke detectors, and heat detectors may also be activated via manual fire alarm activations devices such as manual, call points, or pull stations. Second one is CCTV. A CCTV system allows the use of videos and also camera to monitor the interior and exterior of property. After that is door lock with remote control silver or card password electronic keypad coded security smart, which is to keep intruders locked out of a particular place, and it only grants access to authorized person. Next is a dry powder fire extinguisher brand Firefighter. It is a portable or movable fire extinguisher, and it's being used when fire emergency occurred in the working area. Next is about the registry layout with mailroom and file room. In mailroom, we will organize with mail organizer, sorting mail, mailroom mobile bench, mail trolley, computer desk. Next is file room. We will organize the room with fraction cupboard, compartment steel locker, computer desk, and a file cabinet and fraction cupboard.
In conclusion, a record is a document of an electronic storage of a data in organization, which act as evidence or a guideline. A project record management is a systematic process which allow people retain the records for future use. It also outlines the details which are relevant to the projects. The record projects management needs to be monitored and retained in a careful manner. So AirAsia need to be responsible to implement a good arrangement of a system record systems in a registry to improve its service and product. Other than that, the registry is important to establishing a new record management system and developing, maintaining, verifying, and evaluating existing systems. As we know that file management and mail management are the main point in this task, so to make the organization activities run well and easy. Thank you.